With Sam's Club, you have the freedom to shop your own way. Curbside pickup? Delivered to your doorstep? Come in and grab it yourself? Yes, yes, yes. They've got plenty of options. Your call. Say yes to shopping the way you want. Join now at samsclub.com/yes and. You must be 18 years or older to purchase a membership, and membership is subject to qualifications. Visit samsclub.com/yes and for details.
Where is Daredevil?
I'm right here. Don't miss the return of Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again.
So what's next?
I feel liberated.
We're gonna take this city back.
Over medicated.
In an all-new season, now streaming only on Disney+.
They're hunting us. It's time we started hunting them.
I can work with that.
That nobody gives.
This should be tons of fun.
Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again, now streaming only on Disney+.
Hello and welcome to Doggone History, a light-hearted history of dogs, one breed at a time. I'm your host, Rich Napolitano. The charismatic French Bulldog has become one of the most popular dog breeds in the world. Its lovable personality, friendly demeanor, and small size make the French Bulldog a perfect companion for just about any circumstance. It has been the #1 most popular dog breed in the United States for 3 straight years, starting in 2022, knocking off the longtime champion and mainstay of households worldwide, the Labrador Retriever. Their popularity is proof that snorts can be cute. The French Bulldog, of course, got its start in England. That's right, England, not France. All Bulldogs are descended from an ancient mastiff-type dog and through selective breeding, achieved their smaller size and shortened snout. These features were desirable, as the dogs were bred for the so-called sport of bull baiting. Bull baiting dates back to at least the 14th century. It was believed, at least for a time, that bull baiting enhanced the quality of the meat from the bull, and the activity appeared as a form of public entertainment by the mid-16th century. This practice involved using dogs to harass and attack a bull, sometimes one at a time and sometimes as a pack. The bull was often chained or placed in a pit. The public gathered around the circular arena to watch the spectacle and place bets on which dogs would survive, or perhaps the bull. The dogs would attack the bull by the neck or nose and try to hold on until the bull was dead. The dogs were specially trained for bull baiting, and pepper was put up the bull's nose to enrage it even further, making for a better show, so to speak. It was a highly distasteful activity by our modern sensibilities, and even to some contemporaries of the time. By the 19th century, this practice began to fall out of favor, citing its inherent animal cruelty. In an 1801 edition of Strutt's Sports and Pastimes of the People of England, it was written, "Bull baiting is attended only by the lowest and most despicable part of the people." This practice was finally banned with the passing of the Cruelty to Animals Act of 1835, making it illegal to host fights of bulls, bears, dogs, or any other animals. The now extinct Old English Bulldogs were a medium-sized dog, bred to be stout, muscular, energetic, and with long legs, characteristics prized for bull baiting. These Bulldogs appeared almost like a cross between a boxer and a Staffordshire Terrier. Their faces were slightly pushed in, much like a boxer's, but not flat like today's Bulldogs. By the late 18th and early 19th centuries, smaller Bulldogs were being bred as companion dogs. These dogs became known as English Toy Bulldogs. Their rise in popularity is curiously tied to a group of women in Nottingham who made lace by hand. The toy bulldog was favored by these workers as a companion dog, although the reasons are uncertain. Perhaps the small size of the breed was simply more convenient for the small, cramped quarters. Perhaps they chased away mice and rats, or helped keep the women warm at night, just like their ancient ancestors. Whatever the reason, the toy bulldog was the favored dog for this group of women. In the early 19th century, the Industrial Revolution was replacing handmade items with machine-made products. Lace was no exception, and the Nottingham lace makers were phased out by machines. Many of these women relocated to France, specifically Normandy, where most lace was still made by hand. To be sure, they brought their toy bulldogs with them. The adorable miniature bulldogs were a hit with the French people, especially women.
Aww.
To meet the demand, toy bulldogs were imported from England at such a rate that the breed was almost completely non-existent in England by 1860. It wasn't long before the breed reached Paris, and they became popular with the rich and famous and working class alike. Stylish socialites were seen holding their toy bulldogs, while the small dogs were also popular with shop owners, artists, café owners, and notably, ladies of the evening. France had fully embraced these dogs, and the breed was given the name Bulldog Français, or French Bulldog. In the second half of the 19th century, English toy bulldogs in France were selectively crossbred with French terriers to produce the desired features. Their appearance as a unique breed took shape: straight legs, compact and stout body, and a reduction of the underbite that was prominent with the English bulldogs. Frenchies especially became a mainstay with the creative set in Paris, such as painters, writers, and musicians, who appreciated their small size and humorous antics. The popularity among those in the bohemian lifestyle soon spread through Europe, and the dogs became companions in both high society and working-class homes. Russian Grand Duchess Tatiana Nikolaevna, the daughter of Tsar Nicholas II, had a Frenchie named Ortipo. Sadly, it is believed Ortipo was assassinated, along with the rest of the Romanov family, in July of 1918. Now it's time for Bad Dad Jokes. Why did the Frenchie get put in timeout? Because it kept going wee wee in the house.
K-pop Demon Hunters Haja Boys breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja Boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
Frenchies were often included in works of art during France's Belle Époque, or Beautiful Era, from roughly 1870 to 1914. French painter Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec frequently included a Frenchie named Boubou, who belonged to Madame Palmyre, a cabaret owner. The story of the French Bulldog was ready to leap across the Atlantic Ocean. Americans had become enraptured by the affectionate and lovable Frenchie, and started importing them to the United States in the mid-19th century. However, it wasn't until 1885 that French Bulldogs went to the U.S. for breeding purposes. French Bulldogs were first shown at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show in New York in February of 1897. It was at this show when Judge George Raper only selected bulldogs with rose ears, or ears that start straight and then fold over at the tip. This was the standard of all bulldogs at the time, and was applied toward French Bulldogs as well. Some Frenchies had rose ears, and some had straight, bat-like ears. As a result, the high society of men and women who were leading the charge for Frenchies created the French Bulldog Club of America, or FBDCA, in 1897. The club set out to define the breed standard to include the now familiar bat ears as the preferred style. In 1898, the French Bulldog was recognized as its own breed by the American Kennel Club and the French Kennel Club. In preparation for the 1898 Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, the new FBDCA made generous donations to the show and managed to place one of its own members, Mr. E.D. Faulkner, as the judge of the Frenchies. However, when it was learned the Westminster Kennel Club had allowed rose-eared Frenchies into the show, they withdrew all support and Faulkner resigned as a judge. The FBDCA then hosted its own specialty show at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, among some of society's most privileged guests. The club continued to host specialty shows in New York until the start of World War I in 1914. When the French Bulldog arrived back in England, via France and then the United States, it had undergone a transformation from the English toy bulldog of the 19th century. But English breeders were not pleased that this new breed of their cherished bulldogs did not follow the already established standards, and worked to prevent these dogs from breeding with the English bulldog. The UK Kennel Club recognized French Bulldogs as a separate breed in 1905. By the early 20th century, the Frenchie had completed its transformation from working-class dog to lovable companion, and took its place in households worldwide. French Bulldogs have often appeared in pop culture. Manny the Frenchie was an internet sensation in the 2010s, with over 20,000 followers on Twitter, 1.4 million followers on Facebook, and 900,000 followers on Instagram. Manny appeared on the Steve Harvey Talk Show and was a model for Martha Stewart's PetSmart line of products. Manny passed away in 2023 at age 12. Other social media darlings are Griffin and Haru, who have over 6 million fans worldwide on TikTok and YouTube. They are often doing things like ASMR food tasting, wearing silly clothing, playing with toys, and generally just performing amusing antics, as Frenchies are known to do. Griffin and Haru live in South Korea with their owners. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a beloved Frenchie named Hobbs, who appeared in the film Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, along with Johnson. Walter Jeffrey, the singing Frenchie, is famous for his crooning howl and has hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Dog food brand The Farmer's Dog has even adopted Walter Jeffrey as its mascot. Singer Lady Gaga has 3 adorable Frenchies. 2 of them, Koji and Gustav, made the news in 2021 when they were stolen at gunpoint from dog walker Ryan Fisher. The dogs were returned to Lady Gaga safely a few days later. TV personality Martha Stewart has 2 Frenchies named Creme Brulee and Bête Noire. And in 2023, a French Bulldog named Winston became the first ever Frenchie to win Best in Show at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Winston's owner is American football player Morgan Fox. Frenchies are fantastically adorable, but also make for excellent family dogs. Extremely affectionate, curious, playful, and adaptable, they are wonderful with children and other dogs. They are full of expression and energy, but their small size makes them a great fit for apartment living. Frenchies are amusing, with a cheerful personality, and are highly adaptable to just about any living situation. A neighborhood walk and some playtime each day is plenty of exercise for these furry friends, who often just amuse themselves and anyone else watching. Many Frenchie owners end up having 2 or more. Like potato chips, you can't just have one. But also, they might snore on your lap the whole day. The American Kennel Club describes the French Bulldog as an active, intelligent, muscular dog of heavy bone, smooth coat, compact body, and of medium or small structure. The hallmarks of the breed are its square head with bat-like ears and a roach back. A roach back refers to a slight curvature of the spine upward from the loins that slopes back downward toward the shoulders. A variety of colors and patterns are standard for Frenchies. They have short, shiny, smooth fur of white, cream, fawn, tan, brindle, black, or a mix of these colors and patterns. They average 11 to 13 inches in height, 25 to 28 pounds, and have a lifespan of 11 to 13 years. The typical flat face of bulldogs is called brachycephaly, and this characteristic can cause some problems. Like all bulldogs, Frenchies are prone to have breathing issues, especially in hot and humid climates. Care should be taken to have periods to cool down with fresh water to prevent overheating. French Bulldogs also cannot swim, or do so with great difficulty due to their front-heavy structure. Steps should be taken to keep these dogs away from pools, tubs, or any open water. Training is recommended at an early age as Frenchies can be a bit strong-willed. However, they are relatively easy to train with consistent reinforcement. Like most dogs, and humans too for that matter, they are prone to obesity if given too many treats and table scraps. In the year 2000, Frenchies were in the bottom half of all breeds in terms of popularity in the United States, but they have now supplanted the long-reigning champion Labrador Retriever as the most popular dog in the US, and are beloved around the world as well. They might look like little clowns, but they'll steal your heart faster than your snacks. If you are interested in owning a French Bulldog or adding any pet to your home, please contact your local SPCA, Humane Society, rescue organization, or other animal shelter near you. Millions of adoptable dogs and cats are waiting to find their forever homes. And please, spay or neuter your pets to help reduce the homeless animal population. Now it's time to announce the next dog to be featured on Doggone History. Here goes the randomizer. It's the Border Terrier. If you enjoy Doggone History, please leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. It only takes a moment of your time, and I would be sincerely grateful. If you would like your dog to be featured in the cover image of a future episode, please follow Doggone History on Instagram at Doggone History Podcast and send me a photo of your pooch. Or email me at rich@doggonehistory.com. Doggone History is written, edited, and produced by me, Rich Napolitano. Original theme music is also by me. All episodes, show notes, and transcripts can be found at doggonehistory.com. Please join me again next time. But until then, say hi to your dog for me, won't you?